a question for you guys. Should you get the 100 ml bottles or the 50 ml bottles? FRAG-RANT. Guys, my name is James, if you don't already know, and this is J-ROYL, a channel where we talk about fragrances, and on this segment, I'm going to have a bit of a rant. Fragrances come in a variety of sizes, most notably 50 ml or 100 ml. Some cases it's 75 ml, 125 ml. Whatever the situation, there's usually a small and a big. As a new collector, I exclusively got the bigger bottles, the 100 ml bottles, or the 150 ml bottles in the Chanels, because my mindset was, I want more. I like having more fragrance. I don't ever want to run out of the fragrance. What's also nice about the larger size is it's better value. It's kind of like Costco. You get bulk discounts. The more fragrance you get, the better the price will be per milliliter. Oftentimes you see a fragrance for sale, it's like 80 bucks retail for the 50 ml. But if you spend like $15 more, maybe 20, you get double the fragrance. So that's a good value pick, right? Another benefit of a bigger bottle, especially with your fresher fragrances, is you're going to need more fragrance because you'll be using more of it. You'll be using more sprays, and they tend to be a little more versatile and more casual when compared to one of your darker formal fragrances that you would only use every so often. So this is why 99% of my collection are the bigger bottles. I always like to tell myself that bigger is better, and now I have a very robust collection of 100 ml-ish bottles. But here's the thing, guys. Currently in my entire collection, there's only a handful of fragrances that are below the 50 ml mark. What does this mean? It means that I'm going through the fragrances very, very slowly. What you gotta realize is once you start getting into 30, 40, 50 fragrance territory, you will naturally start to use each individual fragrance less because you'll have a lot more variety and you'll be divvying them up more. So in my case, once you start getting into the hundreds, which means in my lifetime, it's going to be pretty hard to go through one bottle as long as I'm pretty equal with my fragrance usage. If I had to start it all over again, I would get 50 ml bottles, simply because they take less space so I could have more of a variety, and I'm going through my bottles so slowly that I just can't justify owning the larger bottles. I was very proud of myself for getting the 50 ml Alexandria 2 bottle because this is a fragrance that is extremely high-end. And I wanted to have 100 milliliters of this, but I feel like even the 50 ml is too big now. This is a fragrance that I'll reach for maybe 5 times a year. They do sell a 30 ml travel atomizer, and I probably would have been better off with that, to be honest. But I like the bottle, so there's that. Now, if you're like me and you have a ton of those larger sized fragrances, it's not the end of the world. What you can do, and what I've been doing, is decant them. If you order decants on Amazon or eBay, you can sell little 10 milliliter samples, share the wealth, kill some of the juice levels in your collection, and get some money back as well. Overall, it's still more cost effective to get the larger sizes, especially if it's a fragrance that is one of your signatures or one that you wear almost every day. But just keep in mind, when you're building your collection, there will come a point where you're like, man, do I really need all this stuff? Hell fucking yeah! But that's just this guy's humble opinion, based on pretty decent experience. You get your own experience and opinion. All right? But seriously, guys, this is a lot. If you guys want to see more frag rants, check them out right here. And there's other videos too here and here if you want to see those. Bye.